One ad that I found very interesting was the cereal ad. This was the Honey Nut Cheerios ad. And in this ad, it basically has a heart made of Cheerios. Hearts are more feminine associated, but the interesting part of this ad was the words that say, so great tasting, heart healthy, now that's good housekeeping. So even for a cereal ad, they are enforcing these gender norms that women need are the housekeepers. But for beauty and appearance, there were, out of the 15 ads that I analyzed, beauty and appearance took up 5. So that's 33% of the ads in comparison to the housekeepers. That was 40% of the ads that I analyzed had to do with cleaning or housekeeping. Second to that was a nurturing. 33% of the ads were nurturing, so that's tied with beauty standards as well. And then health and wellness, about 6%. A common word, not surprising, was the word clean. That came up in 20% of the ads. The word skin, which owes to self-care, beauty, appearance, showed up 13% of the time. And let's move on to the men's data. So same thing, I analyzed 15, and on this pad that you see 10 of them. The main theme in the men's article was being athletic. Another common theme that I saw was like this theme of building, construction, strength. So I just summarized that into strength. So athletic was 8 out of 15 of the ads were relating to being athletic. That's 53%. The other one I saw was the strength, which was 4 out of 15 ads, which is 26%. And common words that I found was there was a lot of health, strength. So either the word health or strength came up 26% of the times, 4 out of 15. And the words construction or build came up 2 out of 15, so 13% of the time. That's my dog. Something interesting that kind of reminded me of a reading we did in class was this Legend Night Mont Blanc fragrance. One thing also to note is that there, out of the 15 ads, there was only 2 that were in relation to beauty and appearance. So that were 2 perfume or fragrance ads. In comparison to the women's ads, where 33% of which was 5 out of 15 had to do with appearance and ads. So appearance beauty standards were more catered towards women's rather than the men's. But the interesting thing about this fragrance ad is it's a very seductive ad. You can see that the man is in a black and white suit. He looks very clean, very fresh, and he has this like intense look. He's looking straight at the camera, very seductive. It has the word Legend Night. And when I think of legend, I do think of sorry, my dog. I do think of that reading that we did where it said that men are kind of expected to want sex and to want to be masculine, and there's actually a pressure on them that, you know, if they don't have this strong, seductive persona when it comes to women, then they're perceived as gay. So I thought that was interesting. The other common theme that I saw was athleticism. I mean, there's so many ads that just 8 out of 15, 53% of the ads were about this. And in these ads, this can also be tied to strength, because in order to be athletic, then you need to be strong, you need to be active. And there was a few outliers, like the beauty appearance theme, also family theme. There was something that I thought of as like being providers. There was also, that was 4 out of 15, so 26% as well. When that happened, there was like a real estate ad, which you see here on my Padlet. It actually just shows two boys laughing together in like a perfect, picture perfect setting, that you would imagine that any man would want. Um, and yeah, I think that's about it. I also thought it was this construction building thing strength is shown even in this Lunchables ad. Men are expected to be strong, men are expected to be providers, and there's this word that I've seen a few times. So build, the word build, stack it up, build it, mix it up. That's the Lunchables words that are in that ad. And it shows a construction site, so building, construction, that's a common theme I see. And then another one that also relates to that is the Klay Thompson built with chocolate milk ad. It's also tying into being athletic. It has a man playing basketball, but this word built is just aligning itself with strength, which is seen, that we've learned in class. Strength is tied to masculinity. And going back to that fragrance ad, you know, if you don't seem strong, then you're not seen as masculine, and when you're not seen as masculine, you're seen as the opposite of that, and some may even refer to you as being gay. And to sum it up for the women's, there's a lot of housekeeping ads. You're expected to upkeep your home, and mainly by cooking and cleaning. That is the number 2 gender norms that we have seen and learned through class, as well as beauty standards, which is also very common in these women's ads. But that is about it. Thank you.